Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a Novak Next Western Arms 1911. This is actually licensed by Novak or Novaks. If you don't know what Novaks is, essentially it's a custom firearms company in the United States. I believe it's been on the go since the 80s. I think they mostly specialize in 1911s, but they do, obviously, just looking at the website, they do actually do some revolvers, some Glocks, some M&Ps and stuff. But I think they got their start with 1911s and were quite popular in the competition scene. So let's take a look at the box. Everything about it is pretty standard. There's nothing really interesting other than the sticker on the left side, which obviously shows this is a licensed copy of Novaks. So what we've got here is the 4 1/4 inch black version. I purchased this via the auction website Rinkia, which basically allows you to use to view and bid on Yahoo auctions outside of their designated economic zone. So really strongly recommend them. Get signed up. Great service, great packaging always, and pretty reasonable shipping. So opening the box, we're greeted with your sort of standard Western Arms affair, other than this little leaflet here. Before I look at the leaflet, I'm just going to point out this here, 2006. So I believe these were originally released in 2007, and I think they may have just used the 2006 catalogue. This leaflet, I believe this essentially just talks about all the differences and small adjustments that they've made for the Novak 1911 compared to their standard ones. A few things that I can think of is the slide release is non-functional, and also that the thumb safety has actually been modified to allow you to rack the slide when the safety's on, but you still can't fire, if that makes sense. I think these probably would have been something to do with competition use at some point, but I'm not 100% sure. Somebody maybe can elaborate on that further. Taking a look at the magazine, got some very nice markings. It's got a nice sort of flat black greyish finish. It's been scratched up a bit, obviously, because I've been putting it in and out of the gun. Got your 45 ACP marking there. And flipping it over, you've got a nice engraved Novaks logo. But other than that, pretty standard SCW3 magazine affair. A bit of a different bumper, but other than that, pretty much the same. Got your other accessories, pretty standard for your Western Arms stuff. So I'm just going to get cracking on with the pistol. Get this box out of the way. So here it is. What can I say about this that I probably haven't already said? It feels amazing. It feels quite heavy. It's maybe about 1 kilo, give or take. Probably a bit less than 1 kilo, actually. You've got your nice Novak Next markings. Got nice Novak markings on the sights as well. You got a nice Novak medallion in the grip, and these grips feel lovely. It's this sort of tortoise shell, just looks amazing and feels brilliant. Good checkering on them. On the other side, you've got more Novaks, trademarks and markings, and also Novaks PTFA, something along those lines, manufacturing company from Parkersburg. And you've also got a Novak frame number. So a few differences. Let's talk about that. Elaborate on that. There is no slide lock on this one. Totally empty, no slide lock. Again, I think it was a competition thing, not 100% sure. And also, the slide can be racked when the safety is on. Additionally, the beaver tail safety has also just been eliminated. There's no move in that, there's no give, so I think that's just static. It doesn't affect anything. You can pull the trigger without touching the beaver tail. But the actual thumb safety itself is still functional. So there you go. Internals wise, it's pretty much the same as any other SCW3, as you would expect. Again, I'm just really shocked by how good these feel and how nice they are, and I think they're a bit slept on. In some regards, they're just nice. I don't know, they're smooth, and they shoot nice. They've got a nice recoil to them. I'll have a look at that just now. The recoil is better when there's BBs loaded, but you know, pretty good. For something that came out in 2007, you know, I've seen other pistols that are not as nice as this. So, very snappy, very cool. We'll take a quick look at the internals as we're here. That way I can show you how they've modified the slide catch so that it doesn't function. Obviously, I'll also get to show you this. You can see, kind of see on the modified safety, it's flattened just there. It allows the slide to ride through it. Other than that, standard SCW3 affair on this. I'll just take a look again, get that plug out of there, take the bushing. It's pretty standard as well. I think this is a metal barrel, but the actual hop unit itself is plastic. But yeah, metal barrel. Pretty neat. And again, just much the same, standard SCW3 and the slide itself. Looking at the slide catch, I don't have another one here with me just now, but this bit here, this part here is usually hollow, and that allows this to sort of pivot upwards, but they've filled this in so it no longer pivots, it just stops on the slide, and it's no longer able to lock the slide back. So there we are. Let's get this back together, and yeah, we'll just get one last look at it reassembled. Yeah, really like these 1911s, these Western Arms ones. I'm probably going to end up with a few more. They just feel really nice. They do lots of unique models, and yeah, they're all, you know, they're plastic, but it's good quality plastic. There's been some like TM stuff that I felt that I've sort of thought, okay, that doesn't feel so good, but like the plastic on these Western Arms 1911s just feel amazing. Really nice compared to other ones. So let's try that again, shall we? There. So yeah, just a quick overview, nothing too in depth. It's not a review. I guess I just wanted to document this existing because it is getting quite old now. You know, it's nearly a 20-year-old model. Very cool that this sort of collaboration existed at some point in airsoft, and that you know, Novaks were willing to do it at some point. So there you go. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions in general, or just about, you know, this airsoft replica, please do let me know. I'll be happy to try and answer them. And yeah, let's revive some Western Arms. Like, let's get Western Arms revived in the West, because these are cool. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.